Have you ever answered the phone and suddenly forgotten every English word you know? Your heart starts racing. You understand maybe half of what they're saying, and before you know it, sorry, okay, bye. If that's happened to you, don't worry. Today, we're going to fix that.
Welcome back to Let's Talk English. I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Michelle. Today is another episode in our new Don't Panic series, where we help you stay calm and speak confidently in real-life situations.
And I have to say, Michelle, this topic is a really popular one. A lot of our listeners have written in saying this is one of their biggest fears.
It really is, and it's completely understandable. Today, we're talking about phone calls. Let's be honest, phone calls are scary.
They really are, even for advanced speakers.
When you're talking face-to-face, you can watch someone's mouth, you can read body language, you can point, you can smile.
Right, you can gesture with your hands, you can show someone something on your phone if needed.
Exactly, but on the phone, all of that disappears.
It's just your voice and someone else's voice, and you have to understand everything in real time.
No pausing, no rewinding, no subtitles.
Ha! I wish we had subtitles on phone calls sometimes.
That would be amazing, honestly.
Native speakers also speak faster on the phone. Sometimes the connection isn't perfect. Sometimes there's background noise.
Or people are eating while they talk to you, or driving, or both at the same time.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. So if you've ever thought, I'm good at English until someone calls me, you're definitely not alone.
The good news, you don't need perfect English to handle phone calls. You just need the right phrases.
And that's exactly what we're going to give you today.
Some really simple, really natural phrases that will help you feel more confident the next time your phone rings. Okay, so let's start with something simple and common. Jeremiah and I are going to do a little role play.
Oh, I love role plays. These are my favorite part.
Mine too. Okay, so let's imagine your phone rings. This is just a simple call between two friends or colleagues. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Jeremiah speaking.
Hi, Jeremiah. This is Michelle. Is now a good time to talk?
Absolutely. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. I was just calling to ask you something. Do you have a minute?
Of course. Go ahead. Okay, let's pause there and break that down. Notice Michelle didn't say, "Can I disturb you?"
Yeah, a lot of learners say that. Can I disturb you? And it sounds a little strange to native speakers.
She asked instead, "Is now a good time to talk?" That's much more natural.
You could also say, is this a good time? Or do you have a moment? Those all work perfectly.
Great tips.
And instead of saying, I need one information, which is a really common mistake, by the way, information is an uncountable noun in English, so you can't say one information.
Good point. It's a tricky one.
Instead, I simply said, I was just calling to ask you something. Very natural, very easy. No grammar problems.
I love that. Keep it simple. Okay, so let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes learners make on phone calls, and it's not actually about vocabulary or grammar.
Oh, really? What is it?
It's about staying calm. They focus so much on grammar that they forget about sounding calm.
Yes, and when you're nervous, you tend to speak faster, and that actually makes it harder for the other person to understand you.
Exactly. If your grammar isn't perfect, that's okay. But speaking slowly, using natural intonation, and pausing confidently makes a huge difference.
Think about it this way. Even native speakers sometimes pause, sometimes say, or let me think about that for a second. That's completely normal.
Pausing doesn't mean you don't know English. It means you're thinking, and that's perfectly fine.
It reminds me of our travel episode where we talked about common English mistakes. The biggest problem usually isn't grammar, it's how something is said. A calm, natural tone often makes you much easier to understand.
If you haven't listened to that episode yet, definitely check it out. Really useful stuff.
Okay, now let's talk about something that I think is really, really important. What do you do when you don't understand what someone said?
Ooh, this is the big one.
This is such a common situation. Someone calls you, they speak quickly, you don't catch it.
And then people just guess, or they say yes when they have no idea what was asked.
And that can cause real problems.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's do another role play.
Now let's make things harder. Jeremiah is going to speak quickly this time. Ready?
Hi, Michelle. This is Jeremiah, just calling about Friday.
Whoa, could you say that again a little more slowly?
Of course, no problem at all. I was calling about Friday.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Okay, so that's really important. Let's break it down. Never pretend you understand.
I can't stress this enough. If you don't understand, just say so.
Native speakers ask people to repeat themselves all the time. It's not embarrassing, it's not rude, it's completely normal.
And people appreciate it. It's much better than nodding along and then doing the wrong thing because you misunderstood.
Try these phrases. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat that? Could you speak a little more slowly? I think the connection is bad. Could you say that again?
Oh, I love that last one. Blaming the connection. Classic.
It works perfectly because sometimes the connection really is bad.
And all of these phrases sound completely natural.
No native speaker is going to think less of you for asking them to repeat themselves. They really won't.
All right, let's take it up another level now. Now imagine you're calling customer service instead. This feels much more stressful.
Oh yeah, customer service calls are a whole different level.
You're calling about a problem, you don't know exactly how the conversation will go, and there's often a lot of formal language.
But the good news is, customer service people call people all day. They're patient, they're used to it.
That's a great point. They want to help you. Their whole job is to help you. So let's listen to how this might sound. Ring.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'm calling because I have a question about my order.
Certainly. Could I have your order number?
Just a moment. Let me find it. Okay, here it is.
Perfect. Thank you. How can I help?
Okay, so I love this role play because it shows something really important. Notice how nobody's rushing. I said just a moment. That's a perfectly acceptable thing to say.
It's so useful. Just a moment, 1 second. Let me check on that. All of these buy you time and they sound completely professional.
Short sentences are perfectly okay. Confidence doesn't mean speaking quickly. It means speaking clearly.
And it also means being organized. You called about a specific thing, your order. You know what you need. You just need the language to ask for it.
Exactly. So before you make a difficult phone call, you can even write down a few keywords or phrases that you might need.
Ah, that's such a good tip. Preparing before the call takes away so much of that anxiety.
Absolutely. Even in your first language, you might prepare a little before calling a bank or a hospital.
That's true. It's not just an English learner thing. All right, we're getting close to the end, but before we wrap up, let's summarize the main things we've talked about today.
Great idea.
Remember these 4 things. 1. Speak slowly. When you're nervous, you speed up. Fight that instinct. Take your time. 2. Don't be afraid to ask someone to repeat themselves. This is normal. This is human. Do it without embarrassment. 3. Use simple English. You don't need complicated vocabulary. Short, clear sentences work perfectly. 4. Stay calm.
And that last one, staying calm, is really the most important. Because when you're calm, everything else gets easier.
Your brain works better. Your pronunciation is clear. You listen better.
Everything improves when you slow down and breathe.
Couldn't agree more.
Here's a question for you. What's the hardest phone call you've ever had to make in English? Was it ordering something, calling work, talking to a doctor, or maybe calling customer service? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your experience.
And if there's a specific type of phone call you want us to practice in a future episode, let us know. We can do a whole episode on calling a doctor's office or dealing with a late delivery or even making a reservation at a restaurant.
Oh, I love that idea. Calling a restaurant is such a good one. That's when people are always nervous about.
Perfect. Put your suggestions in the comments and we'll make it happen. Thanks so much for spending a little time with us today. We really hope this episode helps you feel a little more confident the next time your phone rings.
And remember, every phone call is practice. Even if it doesn't go perfectly, you're learning.
That's such a good way to think about it.
If this episode helped you feel more confident, be sure to subscribe because next time we'll help you stay calm in another real-life English situation.
Until then, keep practicing,
Keep speaking.
and we'll see you in the next episode of Let's Talk English.